How's it, everybody? Celtic here. We are back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are continuing our showcases against the Red Zone Broly as part of the Pure Saiyans Red Zone. And for this attempt, we are going with one of our favorite teams, the GT Heroes team. A lot of people were quick to write off SSJ4 Gogeta because of how he handled the Hybrid Saiyans Red Zones, which it was really just the Fish Trunks stage that he kind of had trouble with. But I figured for this one, right, to kind of show that he's kind of a pretty versatile character, and his team are pretty versatile as well. We're actually going to run him on his own GT Heroes team. Is that right? This team kind of has the balance of being able to run in both long and medium content, as well as obviously working well in that sort of short content area of the special battle because of the amount of characters that do build up here. So we're going to try this out. We'll see how it goes. Not expecting perfection here, but I think he can handle it pretty well. I think what the trick is going to be getting SSJ4 Goku, the TUR, built up along with the AGL and the Fizz. It's going to be a little balancing act there to get them built up, but I think it'll be alright. Go. Alright, we get an additional super. And then now, there it goes. The super is on Gogeta, so we do take this. Of course, we know that like the initial supers here on turn 1 aren't that bad. It's like 1.7 million or something. It's not that bad. Excellent. We get an additional super with Goku. There we go. And then no third super. So now we got Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta doing his thing. There we go. Okay, so hopefully there we go. Alright, he does take out the rest of Broly, as I was kind of hoping maybe he would do a little bit damage, but he is in slot 3, so he gets that extra buff, so that it does make sense. Okay, so on to phase 2 here. Phase 2, get a little bit of buff, but who does he lock? Of course, he locks our dodge unit in slot 2. Okay, well, or slot 1 rather. That's fine. Well, we'll just have to pray on that 70% chance to dodge. We'll probably be okay here. So we did bring GT Goku to help kind of with the orb changing. You could probably... well, I guess the locking and the AoE phase would be kind of tough, but AGL Vegeta would be kind of tough for this fight just because of that AoE phase. But I think he probably would be built up enough that he could tank the AoE normal. And Broly doesn't tend to super slot 3, so actually he would probably be pretty safe. His only issue would be this phase right here where he could potentially get locked slot 1. Which actually happened to me multiple times before this run with Glorio on Tao's team. But it should be fine for the most part for Vegeta, I think, in this fight. Your only issue is this, like, if he ends up having to go against turn 2, a fully built up Broly in the 3rd slot, that might be a problem. But otherwise, I mean, I don't think he's going to have too much trouble here because he'll probably be killing by that point anyways. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Get another normal. Okay, so we've practically taken down. So definitely can feel like you may want to... Well, you don't want to actually... So I was going to say, you may want to hold back with him. But actually, you do want his massively raised... you do want his attack build up on each turn. So, yeah, you don't even want to hold back. So, I mean, it's kind of tough. He's... You know, he does shorten this fight quite a bit. So... There we go. Alright, now we just need GT Goku to live the normals here. Alright, well, we'll take the extra supers. We didn't get that many key spheres with him, so obviously that's a problem. Alright, it is enough to tank, and who gets... Okay. Ooh, SSJ4 Goku gets lost. That's... Well, I mean, it's fine because he's going to rotate off, but he's going to lose the buildup that we had. Jeez, yeah. So this is one problem that this fight does have. So we'll put the 4s in front since it is their first appearance. They do have their guard and damage reduction. So we can go ahead and do that. We'll grab that. There we go. Perfect. Okay, and then I'm pretty... Oh, okay. We're taking a super slot 1. Not ideal. That is what it is. Okay, not bad, not bad. Alrighty. Okay, so we gotta get these guys built up. So it does kind of suck that because these guys can potentially be one of our main damage dealers, but having them show up slot 7 is kind of rough, but it is what it is. Alright. Alright, so looks like they didn't quite get all of their supers. We definitely needed that this turn, but I mean, missing one's not that terrible. And then we get another attack raise on the Goku. I'm actually more worried about STR Goku more than anything, but we'll see here. Okay, so now the tough part, right? AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku. The fight is just a tad bit too short for... I mean, thankfully, the first couple of phases don't hit too hard, but, like, you almost want, and this just didn't happen, but I feel like you almost want your team to take damage to transform him as early as possible here. Because, yeah, we're not going to be transforming him till the final phase, which is not... well, okay, it's helpful in that we'll be able to mitigate the supers, but, like, you know, taking a normal during that phase is going to be kind of rough. Alright, well, let's do this, so this way we only have to dodge the AoE pre-super. Well, I guess that's a normal, but the AoE is weaker, so... Alright, let's do this. Yeah, okay, this is ideal. Yeah, and there goes the super. Yeah, so, I mean... Throughout this fight, Broly, I mean, aside from the first two phases, you're more likely to see Broly, especially in the last two phases here, you are more likely to see him super slot 1 than anywhere else, it does seem like. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Alright, so we'll get some damage in there, and then in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta do a little bit more damage there in slot 3, so... Hopefully we get enough to at least get some decent extra stacks on the LR4s. They are honestly who I'm more concerned about over anyone else here. Oof, okay. I mean, I did kind of expect that, though. Okay. Yeah, see, that's the kind of thing we needed to happen earlier so we could transform Goku. Alright, but... I think we should be able to tank the normals here, even if we miss the dodge, now that it's post-super. Excellent. Alright, there's the dodge, there's the dodge. Okay, we dodged, no big deal. And now for the 37 million with Gogeta here. Still rocking it, still one of my favorite TUR Easy A's this year. They definitely knocked it out of the park with this guy. He's so good. Although I feel like he would be better if you run double AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku, because that way you can actually keep him on rotation, right? The issue with running AGL Gogeta's team is you kind of got to keep him floating because of the link issues. Alright, so let's do a bunch of attacks. Oh, this is rough. What do we do here? I think we're going to just have to put AGL Gogeta in front, because we know he will tank. We'll put him in front, and then we'll just pray that we can get a few extra supers with the Super Saiyan 4s. Because I don't want to risk them taking a super here. So I think that this is ideal. This is probably ideal. We got to hope with... here we go, 7. Perfect. Should be we should tank a little better the AoE with him. Oh, okay, I'll take that. Oof. 163. That's not terrible. Okay. It's a shame that nobody has... I still think my biggest beef with Gogeta, as much as I love him, is the fact that his counter is not just a general counter. Instead, it is a counter specifically for Ki Blasts. Which, I mean, I guess isn't a big deal in Special Battle, where most of the boss use Ki Blast supers. But, you know, it becomes a problem once you step outside of that, where he can't really counter much. He has to rely on the other counter units, which, to be fair, right, the LR4s counter everything, and so do the 2 TUR EZAs, so, I mean, it's not the worst thing. And we get an additional, there it is, perfect, okay. Now the question becomes, will we, yeah, we should kill here, even if 4s don't kill here, due to, oh, well, they will, though. I was going to say, even if they don't, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku will. And this brings us to the final phase here. So, let's go ahead. This is tough. Because I'm actually, well, okay, no, okay, we should be able to, we should be fine, okay, yeah, because we have AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku coming on, and we're going to be able to use his giant form at this point, but then the question is, can he tank the normals? Oh, that's going to be rough. Okay, so, yeah, we should have the giant form, which means we can at least eliminate, right? Because we know that Broly has 2 supers, right? And so, at least with the giant form, we can eliminate the supers for this turn, which then means we can safely, we can, oh, okay, this is good. Okay, so let's start with the giant form here, and then after that, we'll do Gogeta's active. Yeah, okay, this is perfect. I think. Well, the question is, can we do enough damage? Because if we don't do enough damage here that the next turn can kill, we're going to be in big trouble. But I think we can, right? I mean, Giant Form's not going to do that much damage, but the... I mean, Gogeta's active combined with the support from Goku. It could. Alright, let's do it. Alright. So, let's go ahead. Let's grab that. Grab that. Grab that. And here we go. And then there goes the supers. So, like I said, ideal here because we have the 2, you know, we have the 2 supers. Perfect. And so now, so since he did do his double super, that does mean that we have no need to worry about exiting giant form and having to take a super. Because actually, I just realized this is free. We're not doing that much damage, so this is essentially free build for Broly. And I just realized how bad this actually could be potentially for us. Yeah, and so this is the other thing I was talking about, you know, how for this fight, he's kind of rough to use just because of the fight's design. If you don't transform him early, you end up in this situation where we just gave him a bunch of free build. It's like back in the Orange Piccolo days of the Kid Buu Red Zone, right? Orange Piccolo couldn't touch him, and then so now he's got like a free... Oh, this sucks. This could potentially be really, really bad. Okay, well, we're done with giant form here. And he's got like 6 things to build. Alrighty. Okay. So we use... I guess... Well, I mean, if we don't kill, it might be helpful to have the active. No, that's okay. Let's just use it. Let's just use it. I mean, what are the chances we live through the next turn anyways with Broly's build? Remember, he's building like 30% each turn. Okay, so I do think we probably want to put... we don't want to put AGL in front, that's the thing. SCR Goku might be the best choice in front. SCR Goku might be the best choice in front. Yeah, okay, here we go. Oh, dang, we really messed that up. Oh, we're not going to get the 18 key here. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, thank goodness, he's taking double digits. Perfect. Okay, and then, of course, no super, because we did cancel it. Here we go, it's 37 mil. Okay, we might be... Well, let's see how much... Okay, remember, he has 770 HP. 770 mil HP, so... Could be... Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, so we're good so far there. Alright, we get another super. Alright, and he does tank double digits post super. Perfect. Ooh, okay, man, I really wish we didn't mess up that key. We shouldn't have grabbed so much key with him. We shouldn't have grabbed so much key with Goku. Because, well... but this could hurt us in the next turn. I mean, we're still doing quite a bit of damage, even though we're only doing 12 keys. Well, maybe we're okay. I mean, we've got him more than half health now. Okay, maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it's not so bad. Alright, and we do tank. Perfect. Okay. Okay, we might be able to do this. We did half health there. Okay, we might be able to do this. Okay. We got the triple Gogeta turn, too. Oh, this could be fun. If this goes right, this could be fun. Alrighty. Okay, let's transform Gogeta 4 here. There we go. Perfect. Alright, let's use AGL Gogeta's active. Perfect. Okay. And then now, now let's do Chain 4 Gogeta. Say we're just gonna keep saying that. Oh, okay. We better hurry up through this. There we go. Alright, let's see. So, we're gonna pop the Fizz Super Saiyan 4 in front so we can counter, right? Because these are not Key Blast Supers. Thank goodness that we were able to get the key for AGL Gogeta. So, hopefully between the two counters and... There we go, and we do actually get the counter. I was a bit worried there for a second when it was delayed. There we go. Alright, and counter victory. Are we going to kill with the Bluff Kamehameha? No, not quite. Okay, yeah, he didn't build that much. Okay. 40 million still, though. That's pretty good. What is it? I mean, this is essentially, what, his second turn of transformation? So, I mean, that's not terrible. Okay, excellent. We get an additional super. Yes. Perfect. There we go. And then, how about that counter? How about that counter? Oh, we canceled it. No! Okay, well, at least we finish off with AGL Gogeta 4. Perfect, considering this is his sort of showcase, so I guess I can't complain there. And we is done. Alrighty. So, there you go. There is AGL Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta versus the Red Zone Broly. Again, like I said in the previous two videos, my main function here with doing this is to show that this fight is not only a tad bit challenging, but it's also kind of fun. It really feels like, you know, we have a tough time delineating between two different types of content, right? From what I'm seeing, people are really hyper focusing on special battle, and that's it. But and then complaining that we're not getting long content aside from special battle, or aside from festival battles. But the reality is, they've given us content that is long. Even this, there is a challenge here, and I'm not sure why people are, kind of throwing this out the window, because as you can see here, there's a lot that could have gone wrong that could have easily swayed this against us, right? Locking, you know, someone in slot 1 during that phase 2 and taking a super that couldn't dodge it. You know, possibly the AoE super could have messed us up if we didn't have Gogeta on that rotation, if he was the one that was locked off. And even Broly, so if our turn, if what we had as our turn 1 was our turn 2 in the final phase of the Broly phase, that would have been the game over. We would not have been able to survive the normals on that phase, even with a built-up Goku. Trust me, I know, I've tested it. It's, yeah, turn 2 is very rough for a lot of teams, and so, you know, there's still a bit of challenge. It's a sort of medium-long event. It's not quite long. I do feel that the Red Zone Jiren's was slightly longer, but the exchange is this is slightly tougher. So there is that. I know it's kind of hard to compare to short fights and how they hit hard right out the gates, but there is still some challenge here, and the purpose of doing each of the GDC units was to show how they stack up to these medium to long fights. And as you can see, like, the Rose team kind of struggled. If not for Broly, would have really struggled in that fight yesterday. The Blues do kind of alright because a lot of their team stacks, but as you're going to see in the next one, Omega's team really struggles with this fight, which has been known, right? Omega does struggle with long events, so we'll just throw that out there. So guys, that is it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and in the comments down below, let us know what team do you want to see next. We will be doing Omega. I'm also trying to get a few runs with Tao's team, but let us know if there's any other teams you want to see against this fight. Let us know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.